So Jagex have decided to add a Pride event into the game, and this means a lot to me for a very specific reason. You see, I haven't been quite honest with all of you watching, you know, and there's this core part of my identity that I just haven't brought up in a video, and I feel like I have to share it with you in honor of Pride Month so that, you know, it's time to be proud of who you are. I'm sorry, this is really difficult for me to say. I'm a conservative. I just feel like while I do this Pride event, it's important to share the other side of the story, you know? Too long have the gays been proud. It's time to bring them down a peg. I'm a straight white cis male, and, you know, I've never been fearful of a partner that they're gonna attack me with a disproportionately higher murder rate. My people, we disproportionately low attempts of suicide, even though me as a conservative, I've been prosecuted and demeaned for my opinions on the world. And really, I think I'm the biggest victim here. Sorry, this is a very serious video. I don't usually make serious videos, you know, as a proud conservative man, I don't really have a sense of humor. Because the funny people, you know, they're always so liberal in their ideas. They're always so accepting and supporting. And events like this just show that anyone is welcome and accepted in our community. And that disgusts me. You know, gay men, I know they exist behind closed doors and they don't really shove it in our faces all that much. But even then, I still have to think about it. You know what? I wake up every day and I'm just thinking of two men kissing, and I go to sleep and I'm just thinking about two men kissing, and when I have sex with my wife who hates me, I'm just picturing she's a man. And that's the gays' fault. They're just pushing their agenda on us. I just don't think a fantasy game where I could be whatever I want to be, where there has been a mage that can change your gender at any point of will, should push that agenda. The gays out there, they think it's okay to be born a different way, and I'm here to say that no, if you were born different to me, you were less. Oh god. You know, as a straight white man, as a straight white cis man, sorry, I think I need a body rune for this. As a straight white cis man, it's important to me to recognize that women are inferior. And anyone that's assigned male at birth and then chooses, because they do choose to be anyone that chooses to become a woman, because that's how it works. Me as a conservative, I don't understand biology, so that's how I think it works. That was too on the nose. I just think that that's disgusting, you know? Just because women are inherently lesser than men. So anyone who actively chooses to be more feminine in their life, they are inherently lesser. And that's against nature. And you may be wondering, what do I think about trans men then? Why would trans men be a problem if someone assigned female at birth would like to become male? And the answer to that is trans men do not exist. I've never once seen or heard of a trans man, because the news I watch, they just don't like talking about it. Too on the nose. It's a slippery slope, you know? First we let men kiss other men. What's next? You know? We accept bisexuals? That's just too far. You have to be one thing or another. Sorry, actually, I don't think bisexuals are real. Like, is this not the body altar? Oh, this is the air altar. See, the reason I'm making this video is to speak up for the heroes back in 2017, 5 years ago. A bunch of absolute legends. They dressed up as the Ku Klux Klan, and they protested the Pride event. And I look up to them, being able to openly speak their mind, despite facing prejudice, despite facing ridicule against the wider population. They were able to stand up and be true to who they are. And it takes a lot of courage. accept who you are. Sorry. This is serious. Now, as a straight white cis man who plays RuneScape and doesn't believe in the gays, I guess that's my new point. I don't believe they exist. I've never had sex before. And not on my own fruition. You see, I've tried a lot, and I'm a really nice guy. But the problem is, I spend all my time on 4chan. And now 4chan, they do love me. And that is where I get all of my political and current news from, is anonymous strangers who have never seen the light of day. Because I relate to that. We've made it to the body. Oh, look, it's shaped like a love heart, and that sickens me for some reason. What am I doing? Now, I don't believe trans women should be in sport. I know scientifically speaking that after 2 years of hormones, the muscle mass is indistinguishable from a cis woman. Isn't it convenient that science always seems to agree with the left? Picture this. Trans women have slightly bigger hands, which could be useful in sports such as running, even at like the level of community sports, where a trans woman just wants to play and enjoy something with her friends. It's just wrong that in an environment with no real competitive weight, that she gets to have fun. Because I'd rather her miserable. That makes me feel powerful. And I don't forget to feel powerful. The worst part about the gays is that they don't understand that it is just a phase. You know, me as a straight white cis man, when I was growing up, I wanted to be a woman and I wanted to kiss men. But I grew out of it. I did the mature thing and repressed my feelings. Now, I'm not gay myself, even though I do picture my wife as a man, and I am in an inherently unloving relationship, but I'm brave enough to accept myself for who I am. I repressed... Another thing... Oh, I'm getting cancelled on Reddit. Another thing that I believe is wholly unnatural is... Oh, I don't know East and West. Oh, shit. I just don't think they should be teaching this stuff in school, you know? There shouldn't be anything innately sexual in school unless I agree with it. And that's important for the youth. We don't want to corrupt the youth into thinking it's okay to be themselves. Because that's a bad thing, obviously. If we teach kids that it's okay to be gay, then I would have been happy growing up. And I'm not happy. That's Wolf. That's great. Oh, did they put me in? Oh my god, imagine they put me in this. Sorry. Broke the fourth wall there. I spacebar through the dialogue and now I don't know what's happening. I have to look at a guide. Now, don't get me started on genetics. You see, I have a medical degree. That's not a bit. I do have a medical degree. Very helpful in my career as a RuneScape YouTuber. But one of my best subjects in uni was genetics. And now, a trans woman, she has an XY chromosome, and a cis woman has 2 X chromosomes. And as a cis woman develops, one of those X chromosomes becomes dormant and becomes a bar body. So they essentially only have 1 working X chromosome, because if they had 2, it would double up and screw up her body. Now, a trans woman with the X and Y chromosome, the Y chromosome only has 1 real known function. Well, it has 2, but it has 1 main function, and that is at birth to propagate the inversion of the vagina to become a penis, and then stimulate testosterone production, which is the only real main biological difference between men and women, is that 1 chromosome's function. It also affects immunology, apparently, so that essentially means that both men and women only have 1 functioning X chromosome, and I don't know how to turn this into a conservative talking point. I just wanted to show off the fact that the chromosome argument is inherently stupid. I'm breaking the fourth wall. I think that is all of the rhetoric I can remember at the moment. Now, you may be wondering, Hannah, I thought you were trans. I thought that you were one of the main LGBT spokespeople in our community, and the truth is I was until last night, but there was a Pride March at 3 AM, and Jagex, they always put their events at 3 AM my time, and I'm sick of it. So last night I detransitioned, and me as a conservative knows that 7 years of hormones can be undone with a single night. So I drank some ox testicles, and I grew a beard. And I'm happier now. I don't know what I'm saying. This whole video's a bit. If you didn't catch on, you're a fucking idiot. So, let's finish the point of it. Too much dev time went into that 3-minute event, and I am offended. Now we get some colors. Whoa. I hate happiness, you know? I've always said that. Oh, look at that. I got some cake and a crown. Alright, that's actually quite cute. Anyway, bye. Woo, this guy's into it.